Looks like we managed to convince her at least. What? Zin, aren't you drunk? Oh, was that a game? Oh my word. I was acting drunk. I haven't had a single drop. Yo, there could have been nothing in that jug. No way, your face had gone all red. He focused on making his blood circulate better, which made it look like he was intoxicated. What? Okay. I'm not even gonna question that. It's done with some kind of Eastern martial arts breathing exercise, right? Huh? I'm surprised you're familiar with it. But hey, you seem to be in a tight spot, so I figured I'd distract everyone. Nice, huh? Saved your bacon, as the saying goes. You're an evil, evil man, Zin. Okay, sure, you did help us, but you also surprised the hell out of me. Sorry about that. So what's the story? What story? I would have thought it'd be obvious. The story of you meeting with the queen. Whoa, wait, what? How did you... Did Eldon tell you something about this? Actually, I couldn't get him to tell me anything. But now I know anyway, don't I? Without prior knowledge, there's no way you could have just guessed. So how much do you really know? I guess it's finally time to show you this. What's this? I know this handwriting. Well, don't just stand there, read it. It'll explain a lot, okay? Dear Zin Vathek, I hope the Slayer finds you well. I know I've been out of touch. I'm in a hurry, so I hope you'll pardon my bluntness. My work concerning the Jaegers is leading me into Imperial territory. However, due to the fact that unusual forces seem to be influencing matters inside Liberl, I feel uneasy being absent for so long. This is why I must ask a favor of you. Could I persuade you to come to Liberl and help out if they need it? Since you haven't been to Liberl before, perhaps you could think of it as a recreational trip. There's a martial arts competition before the Queen's birthday celebration. Foreigners can participate. It would make fine camouflage. I realize this is sudden, but if you can do it, it would be most grateful. I'm intending to return to Liberl before the festival, so hopefully we'll be able to have a drink together when I return. Cassius Bright. Yeah, of course it's from Cassius. P.S. You may have the chance to meet my son and daughter. They're currently apprentices at the guild, so if you happen to meet them, feel free to test the extent of their training. Try not to bail them out too much unless it seems like they really need it. Aye. So, Dad actually asked you to come to Liberl. Which means he's in Arabonia now. That's the long and short of it. The long and short of it? What it means is that you were in cahoots with him all along. That's kind of a nasty way to put it, don't you think? I hope Master Kasi has a favor from the time he spent in Calvard. This letter just gave me the chance to make us square again, I suppose. When did you realize that we were his kids? I had a feeling from the outset once I saw Estelle's techniques with a bow staff. I asked Kilika about it, and that confirmed it. It would have been nice if you said something about it at all. We've been worried sick wondering where Dad's been. I know, and I'm sorry I haven't said anything, but I got the impression from the letter that he was trying to keep his whereabouts a secret. Still, you're definitely his kids, alright, if you could pull off a job as big as sneaking an audience with the Queen. I suppose so. He knows this much. It wouldn't hurt to tell him everything, right? I agree. It'd probably be best to fill Zin in on everything. It's a bit far-fetched to say that we could put an end to this whole situation on our own, after all. I see. I thought something seemed a little off when everyone was talking at the party. Alright then, I'll help you out with that little request. What? You will? Yep, I think this is the ideal opportunity to settle my debt to Master Cassius. Please let me help. We'd be glad to. Thank you once again. In the OG translation of Trails in the Sky, his name was Zane. Interesting. And they made it Zin for the Steam version or whatever. What is this place? I never would have imagined that something like this even existed. Haha, it's larger than I expected. Lieutenant Lawrence, if you'd be so kind as to show us the way to the lowest level. Yes, sir. Whoa. Is that some kind of mechanical monster? Is that like, it's a Sunwing from Horizon? Well, well, so these must be archaisms. Oh, archaisms. Those were things in Cold Steel. Holy shit! He took out that thing in one stroke. Haha, you were the quickest to react. You are indeed truly a force to be reckoned with when you don't hold back. You flatter me, sir. Your quick draw technique as well was quite remarkable to behold. I can see that you've studied under the Divine Blade himself. I'm humbled. I still have a ways to go before I can really humble anyone, I'm afraid. But time waits for no man. The skills I possess now will be enough. My strength may be meager, but I must forge this kingdom's future with my own two hands. My brave men, the way to the ultimate power is open. A bright new dawn approaches for our beloved Liberl. I expect only the best of each of you. By your order, sir, we of the Special Ops will work as the one for the current for glory of Liberl. Honestly, Zin, Zane, they're not too different. He's called Zin in the one I'm playing, so I'm just gonna call him Zin. I wouldn't mind if he was called Zane. It's not like it's such a small change. I mean, it's like they both start with Z and they both have N's, and they're similar enough, and they're both one syllable. So like they're not too different. So I wouldn't, if I was playing the original translation, I wouldn't mind if I had to call him Zane. But since I'm playing this one, I'll call him Zin. But like, I don't know, the names, like I don't really have a preference, I guess. They're both like similar. I understand the situation. You both perform admirably. I'm amazed you were able to deliver the professor's message to Her Majesty in person. Haha, we just got lucky is all. The real question is how much longer is luck going to be on our side? Yes, we're going to have to stay focused. If you understand that already, then there's nothing more than that I need to tell you. In any case, we can consider Professor Russell's request to be fulfilled. Please accept this as a compensation for our job well done. Oh, you played the OG on PSP? That would make sense. If you played the OG originally, you're just used to calling him... I mean, like, I can definitely be, like, see someone being like, oh, he was Zane in that version, so, like, oh, I'm used to calling him that. But, like, it can flow both ways. It's kind of like in FF7, like, Eris. I think in the original FF7, she was called Eris, but they changed it to Aerith in Crisis Core. In Crisis Core and 7 Remake, they changed it to Aerith. And I just call her Aerith. Despite playing the original FF7 first, I call her Aerith now. Now then, Zin, it was pure providence that Cassius invited you here. We need the help of an A-ranked bracer like yourself. No need to even ask. Even if I didn't have a debt to repay to Cassius, I couldn't possibly stand idly by in a situation like this. I'm with you until the end. I knew we can count on you, Zin. By the way, what's this A-rank business? It's a rank that signifies a full-fledged bracer's full power. There are 7 ranks ranging from G on the bottom up to A to the top. So he's the highest rank you can get. Wow, I never knew you were such a badass, Zin. Well, I may be A-ranked, but I'm still an underling, so to speak. There are 20 A-rankers across the continent, but above that, there's an informal S rank. Probably Cassius, right? There's only one granted to bracers who successfully resolve issues on national scale. There are only 4 of those in the entire continent. Surely Cassius is one of them. Well, I'm not even sure I want to think about what they can do. You really don't know any of this stuff, do you? One of those 4 is Master Cassius. What? Okay, Joshua, you're not going to tell me you knew about this already, right? Sorry, but yes, I did. He solved a major case for the Republic about 5 years ago. Oh, I swear, it's hardly worth even getting upset about anymore. Yeah, it's almost like you should, like, accept it. Royal Army Soldier, Hidden Hero, Divine Blade, S-Rank Bracer. Yes, Cassius does it all. He's Cassius. He's really so damned awesome. Then it would sure be nice if he'd come back and take care of this case. You may be right. If he were with us, perhaps this would never have escalated to the point where a coup d'etat was even possible. Joshua, what's wrong? Just thinking about how strange that is. This whole chain of events apparently started with Dad going off on his trip. It's as if whoever planned the coup was waiting for him to be gone. At least it's just the impression I have. Oh. So what you're saying is that the coup was planned around his departure for the Empire? Am I correct? No, I'm sure that would be overthinking things. I can't think of anyone who could possibly manipulate Dad like that without him noticing he was being used. You have to know him and his behavior patterns exceptionally well to be able to pull it off. Well, yeah, never knew what he was up to, even though he was so close. I don't think Colonel Richard could have ever managed to pull the wool over his eyes. More likely, it's just that two major events happen to overlap with each other. Regardless of the circumstances, we can't currently rely on Cassius to help. Therefore, I'm resolved to prepare for the worst. I believe an emergency conference of the Grand Sub branch of the Bracer Guild is called for. Huh? All other things being equal, we have a request that comes directly from Her Majesty, the Queen. The third article of the Bracer Code states that we shall never act in a fashion that interferes with the government. We cannot ignore Her Majesty's request, however, so we must act, but we're no match for the Royal Army as we are. I asked the corporation of all bracers in Grand Cell, including Zin, of course. Oh, okay. If we come into conflicts with the Intelligence Division, we'll need all the help we can get. Ideally, we should have the cooperation of other branches, but the checkpoints have been completely sealed off as of today. Ostensibly to foil any potential terrorist activity. What? So basically it amounts to martial law. So the enemy's finally moving at full tilt. This may be to stifle any activity on part of a Royal Guardsman in hiding, as well as ourselves. If we're going to conduct a rescue operation, we'll have to do it with the resources on hand. Oh, fun, but we're up to it. So, do we have a solid idea where the prisoners are being held? That's been on my mind for a while now. I believe the most likely place to be the Herb Royal Villa. So that's the building in the forest, right? It would make sense if the soldiers are using it under the pretense of the counterterrorism. Few would question it. I can imagine they want to lock a lady of the royal family in a cell in Lyston Fortress. Considering it's the army we're going to be going against here, I'd like a more solid confirmation, however. If we assaulted the wrong place, we'd have hell to pay for it. Yes, precisely. In either case, we must assemble any bracers currently in the royal city. They ask you to assemble them for me, any information you can gather while doing so. If I'm not mistaken, Estelle, you and your friends are acquainted with a reporter, correct? Oh, you mean Niall. Yeah, we should see if he's picked up anything significant. Also, we must attempt to enlist the aid of the guardsmen who are in hiding. If you can get them to contact me, it would be greatly appreciated. So in other words, we need to get in touch with Sister Julia. She helped us with the invitation before, she'd let us know what's going on. So off to the cathedral then. There are 4 of the bracers: Kurt, Grant, Karna, Annalise. Check the bars, their usual hangouts. If you see them, instruct them to come back here. Sure thing. Alright then, off we go. Haven't saved in a while. Any side quests? Okay, no, I really think side quests are done, to be honest. I guess we'll go to the cathedral first, because I know where that is. I haven't roamed around as Zin all playthrough. Maybe we should do that. Looking for Sister Ellen, perchance. Thought Sister Julia would be here. Maybe in here. Oh, she's not here. Oh, there's more rooms here. For every meeting, there must also be a parting. Each goodbye is a new hello, and waiting in this rule shall remain steadfast. I really don't care. I have to do enough reading with this game. Ah, this is the one I need. And who might you be? We're members of the Bracers. The Bracer Guild, I mean. We were looking for a Sister Ellen. Were you now? Might I guess that you share complicity with her then? With a nun? Ugh, no. He's asking if we know her real identity, Estelle. We're here with information she asked us to find. Sorry to say, she's no longer at the cathedral. She came to say goodbye to me this morning and left. Where to? I mean, do you know where she might have gone? If only I did. I've been close with the royal family for many years, and she's always regarded me as a friend and confidant. But this time, she refused to give me any details. She no doubt wished to keep the church from getting too deeply involved in whatever is occurring. I see. I wouldn't worry, though. She had the light of hope in her eyes as she departed. I'm confident she was not running away to wallow in despair, but for a more noble cause. Well, that's good at least. But the thing is, we kind of need her to stay in touch with the Royal Guardsmen. Well, begging for rain in the desert only gets you sand. We should probably go. The best thing we can do is covertly keep an eye out for other Royal Guardsmen. Not the most efficient plan, but that seems to be all we've got. You seem to be between a rock and a hard place, as they say. Always remember that Adios helps those who help themselves. Do all you can, and Adios will surely take care of the rest. Hard and honest work will always lead you down the right path. Alright, so now we have to go to, like, the bar to meet with the bracers, I think. Somewhere we had to go. Bum, 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 bum. Fisherman's Guild. Lieutenant Schwartz should be at the cathedral. Oh no, we checked there and she wasn't there. Speak with Niall from Liberal News. Should be in the city. Let's track them all down. So let's go visit Niall, I guess, because I know where Liberal News is. I don't know where Karna, Annalise, and them are gonna be. They said like a bar or something. Bum, bum, bum.